Let it go, let it go, let it go. Now, if you clicked on this video, you already know what it is. I'm just going to tell you because we are at this point in life. I know we are all on different timelines and we are all in different places, but right now, as you listen to this message, wherever you are at whatever time, when you saw the words, let it go, what came to mind? You know what it is. You know who it is. You know where it is. You know what it is. And this is just a simple, gentle reminder and confirmation that it is time to let it go. It is so hard to hear the message. It is so hard sometimes to receive the message. Sometimes you know without a shadow of doubt, and still you will deny the fact that it's time to let it go. You will know without a shadow of doubt that it's time to break away and let something fall and let something dissolve. But yet and still you will try to hold on. Yet and still you will try to make it work. You'll try your best to play it safe in hopes that maybe you don't really have to let it go. Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, you do. You do have to let it go. And you know what it is. Because whoever or whatever this thing is, it is stopping you from reaching your highest potential. It is stopping you from becoming your greatest version. And I know that you don't want to let it go. I know that you want to keep holding on to it because it has been a comfort zone. Some of these things, some of these people may be comfort zones. But then some of them, you know they're expired. You know that they're not giving you what you need. You know that it's over. But the pain of losing this thing or this person or separating from this place is something you don't want to deal with. And it's okay to acknowledge that. But what is not okay is to prevent yourself from growing, from preventing yourself from evolving and moving forward. That it's not okay. It's not okay to know that there is something greater and something better for you, but you're choosing to avoid it. You're choosing not to make a choice. That's not okay. And the reason why that's not okay is because the higher part of you that knows that you need to evolve is not going to settle. It's not going to give up. It's not going to let you give up on yourself. Okay? It's not. If you have been feeling the pull, feeling the dissatisfaction, feeling the uncomfortability of your situation, of your circumstances, of certain relationships, of certain places, this is the call that it is time to let it go. Now, earlier I said we are all on different timelines. So whenever you watch this message, that is when it is for you. But right now, we are coming upon the Leo season. And the Leo season is asking you to have bold, courageous strength around letting things go. This season is asking you to speak up, speak your truth, and to walk forward with courageous strength after you have said what you need to say and let things go. This shows up in many different forms. This shows up in jobs, relationships, living places, friendships. I mean, any part of life. This could show up in your home. having a bunch of clutter and things in your home that you haven't went through, that you don't use, that you don't need, but yet it's taking up space and it's taking up energy. And you know that you need to let it go. You know you need to throw some of this stuff away, but you're holding on to it because you don't want to feel like you're losing something, or you don't want to feel as though you'll miss it. But the thing that Spirit is showing me is that if you don't let it go, you can't receive the new thing. You can't receive the new place. You can't receive the new opportunity. And these are big transitions. These are big transformations. These are big things that you have to let go. They're not going to be small. But what's being asked of you is, do you believe that you can have something better? Do you believe you are worth something better? No matter how many times you've tried and failed, no matter how many times you've given and didn't receive. I'm getting emotional because I know how this feels. I'm feeling it on a collective level, on a personal level, and it's hard. It's hard to walk away and to let go of things that you believe you needed and you believe you wanted. When you're transforming, you're not who you're becoming, but you're not who you was either. Will you have enough self-love to choose yourself and to let it go? Will you do it? Even when it makes you weak, even when it makes you feel like your heart is being ripped out of your chest, will you do it? Will you let it go? Or will you hold on to it, thinking that it can give you something that it can't? Only you know what this is for you. As I got into this message, I saw a vision of these people going on a hike. And they've been walking and climbing and going up flights of stairs and going up hills. And I mean, this path was rigorous. I'm just seeing this in my mind's eye. And I see people tired. I see people bruised. I see people thirsty, feeling burnt out, feeling like they want to give up, right? But they know that they have to keep going. They know that they are resilient and failure is not an option. So they keep going. And as they keep going, they getting closer and closer and closer to what they feel is the top. And then finally they get to a place on the hike. And the person says, "We're almost there. You can settle here for a minute. We only have a little bit more to go, but we're almost there." So as everyone's resting, trying to recoup their energy to get ready for the next part in the journey, 2 ropes come down from above the people on this hike. And there are 2 ropes. And then they say, okay, this next part, you're going to have to grab onto these ropes and you're going to have to climb, but we're also going to pull. So now these ropes are down. And everyone is starting to latch onto the rugs and the latch onto the ropes. And as they're on the ropes, they're pulling and pulling and pulling. And the ropes are holding them up for a time. But now the ropes are starting to get weak. And I see that one of the ropes is starting to shred. It's getting weak. And as I notice the rope is getting weaker, it's a lot of weight that's pulling on this rope. So then a 3rd rope comes down and the instructor says, "I need you to let go of this rope and grab onto the other rope." Now you in midair, and they're asking you to let go of a rope to grab another rope because this rope is about to break. And when it breaks, it's going to fall and you're going down with it if you do not let it go. And I can feel that the rope is still heavy. There are people still pulling on that rope. But I see myself in my mind's eye, shaking, scared, trembling, grab onto the other rope. And then transition that rope back over and maneuver and keep going. I don't know who held on to the other rope. I don't know who did not trust that it was time to grab the other rope because I didn't have enough time to look down or look to the side or look to the left. Spirit said, grab the rope and keep going. Do not look down. Do not look back. Keep going. It does not matter who came with you on that path. It does not matter who started with you. What matters is, are you going to trust the guidance to let it go despite who's holding on? Are you going to do it? I made the choice to grab the other rope because I'm not about to fall. I'm not about to go backwards. I am not about to choose the past over what I know can't give me what I desire. Therefore, I will trust in the path ahead of me. No matter how much more climbing I have to do, no matter the fact that I can't see the destination, I have not reached the top, I will trust and have faith that there is better on the other side. So now I want to ask you, will you trust yourself enough to grab on to something new and let go of what's falling away? That is the message here. It is your choice to move forward, to trust yourself, to trust your inner knowing, to trust your inner guidance, to trust your inner strength, to trust your spirit guides, your ancestors, the universe, God, source, whatever it is that you believe. Will you trust in that? Or will you be fearful and scared of letting it go because you can't see or you don't know what is to come? That is your question. I'll tell you that with full transparency, my heart is mourning. My heart is resilient, but my heart is also very, very vulnerable and very open at the same time. Leo season, the lion is centered by the heart. I am a Leo sun sign. I am centered by my heart. So I feel deeply, not just for myself on a personal level, but I can feel the collective energy and how hard this is. But let this be your message, your sign, your confirmation that going backwards is not an option. Holding on to what is expired, old, outdated, karmic is not an option. Going back and doing things that you have already healed from, things that you have already resolved, right? Going backwards is not an option. Even when those that you love and you care about are doing it or going backwards or still holding on to it or still believing into it, even when they still believe and they still hold on to it, that has nothing to do with you. You have to be focused and you have to believe in yourself enough to choose you. On this channel, Heal Selfie TV, I talk about everything in full transparency on what it means to dive deep on this self-love journey. And I finally realized something. Self-love. Without it, you will have self-sacrifice, right? The person who does not trust themselves enough to grab onto something new is sacrificing themselves to the past because they don't trust themselves. They don't believe in themselves. And a lot of times that's because we are codependent and dependent on other people, dependent on these relationships, dependent on these connections, dependent on these commitments that we think we're obligated to, when really they are consuming us and distracting us from the power and the truth of ourselves. Let this be a message of clarity around what you are ready to go into. You are ready for the next level. It does not matter how hard this path has been, how much you've put in, how much you've been wounded and bruised, beat down, right? How much you've been hurt. It does not matter. You are ready for the next level. You have what it takes. The lion represents strength, authority, power. You have what it takes. The question is, will you believe in you? When everything around you is tearing down, when everyone around you is disconnecting, when you don't have anything and anyone but yourself, will you do it? That is the question. I just want you to know you have what it takes. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel your emotions. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel confusion and to feel distorted. But that's only for a little while. Okay? That's only for a little while. Because joy comes after the pain. The rainbow comes after the storm. Let it go so that you can grow. I hope that you found something in this message that benefits you, that uplifts you and encourages you to let it go and to trust yourself, because you have everything it takes. If you need more encouragement, please feel free to dive deep on any of these messages that I have here on my channel. They are all here to pour into you, to help you liberate yourself, to help you rekindle and reaffirm your relationship with yourself. Because there is no way that you can choose you if you don't know you. There is no way that you can choose you if you don't love you. And there is absolutely no way that you can choose you if you refuse to heal you. This channel is all about healing, self-love, unpacking the wounds, unpacking the trauma, rising from the ashes to become our greatest versions. I love y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, I will be doing my inner work, healing my heart, and taking in what I need to take in for this next journey. Until next time, y'all stay strong. Healing is possible. Keep doing the work. Keep taking care of yourself. Guard your mind. Protect your energy. Let no one manipulate you, confuse you, or try to take you away from choosing yourself. Let go and move forward. All right, that's it, y'all.